What if I told you that there was a way to grow your money the second you got your paycheck? What if I told you that there was a way of keeping your money away from the megamarts, contributing to the local economy, and making sure that traditional markets stay around? What if I told you that you could enrich your life in Korea and become familiar with some of your local vendors? Sound too good to be true? Not at all. You're watching Sekkider, and this is episode 1, Secure the Bag, part 1. Now, whether you're here for a year, you've been here for a couple, or you've been here for a minute with no plans to leave, chances are you value your income. I mean, who doesn't? We work our asses off just for some shekels to blow at the kono, or at that shady bar in Itaewon, or that tire fire of a McDonald's down the street from that shady bar in Itaewon. But whether you're here for a good time or a long time, there's an easy, legit, and more importantly, legal way for you to stretch your hyungum and pad those pockets for the future. Today, I'm talking about Onnuri Sangpumgwon. Now, I'm gonna say it again so that you hear it. Onnuri Sangpumgwon. I swear on Ja Rule's life, this is the #1 Tracy McGrady on the Magic, hands down guaranteed bucket way of stretching your wallet the second you get paid. So what are the words I said? What do they mean? And how does it all work? Pay attention and repeat. On as in Ondol. Nu as in New Jack City. Ri as in League of Legends. Onnuri. Onnuri is the first word. The second one is Sangpumgwon. Sangpumgwon you might recognize as meaning gift certificate. So, Onnuri Sangpumgwon is basically a gift certificate that is printed by the Jungso Venture Business Administration to help boost small businesses around the country. They work the way any gift certificate works. It's money restricted to use at small and medium-sized vendors, the proceeds of which are then passed on to educate small businesses on how to remain competitive and survive in a mega corporate market. In a more practical sense, it's a way of incentivizing customers to pass on billionaire giants like E-Mart, Lotte Mart, and Home Plus and put the money back in the pockets of those grandmas at the traditional market selling peppers from their backyard. Now, for the vendors to actually redeem them, they need to be listed as vendors, so you're going to have to look around your local area and figure out where it's accepted. But most traditional markets, a lot of small grocery stores, and a lot of souvenir and independent goods shops will definitely take it. I know the ones in Insadong definitely take it, and for sure Gwangjang and a lot of those big ones are perfect opportunities to spend. So, if you want a reason to integrate traditional markets and your smaller local economy into your daily life, this is a really good way of doing so. But I told you that you would be saving money, so right now I'm going to tell you exactly how. To get some Onnuri Sangpumgwon, you have to go to a vendor like the mail office or a financial institution like Shinhyup, Uriunhaeng, Shinhan, Gwangju, Nonghyup Bank. There are a bunch. I'll just write a list right here. You can see what's in the area. But before you do go, make sure that you call into your local branch and make sure that they have it, because it does sell out and you don't want to waste your time going down for no reason. Anyways, once you get there, just tell the vendor that you want some Onnuri Sangpumgwon, or copy this down on a post-it and hand it to them like you're passing notes at the back of class. Then, they'll ask you for your ARC card, which they'll verify and photocopy before selling you any of it, because each person has a monthly limit of 1 million won. And they're super vigilant about this because I guess they don't want anyone scamming, or I'm really not too sure why, but they definitely check who's buying what. I think it'll come up on your tax returns. Anyways, once that's done, tell them how much you want and then hand them the cost in cash. All right? So bring your cash, otherwise they're going to make you get up and go to the ATM in the middle. But here's where you're securing bank. Onnuri Sangpumgwon works as cash, but it's sold at a 5% discount. In other words, you get an immediate 5% return on investment for a maximum of 50,000 won per month. Now, that might not sound like too much, but if you think about it this way, there is pretty much no other guaranteed way of getting a 5% return with literally zero risk and zero delay. The best interest rate on a high interest savings account at the bank that I currently bank with is 4.65%. And I have to contribute continuously and leave my money in that account for 2 years untouched before I can even qualify for that rate. Meanwhile, as long as I'm willing to go to smaller grocery stores or traditional markets to buy my food, I can just get cash back immediately and throw the difference into that savings account and still get that rate. On top of that, even though the standard discount is 5%, they occasionally have flash sales where they go for 10% off. And if you catch one of those before they sell out, you're truly blessed, because I still haven't been able to do that in a few years of trying. The way that I usually go about buying is to figure out how much money I plan on spending on groceries for the next month or two, bring enough to swap for that amount. And because of that, I never really hit my 1 milli limit. I rarely ever go over 300,000 won for the month. And it's always better to have cash. But since you're going to be eating food and buying food anyways, try to swap your budget for something that'll pay you back immediately. Now, I just want to take a moment and make it clear as possible that I'm not being paid to advertise any of this. I mean, I just think it's some really valuable info that other people would like to know. Since starting with these gift certificates, I found myself at the traditional market way more than I would have been in my first few years here. Rather than a tourist destination now, it's a part of my life. This is where the people selling me anchovies and fruits and vegetables, fish, kimchi, crabs, or whatever I'm looking for are happy to chat, give me a little bonus of produce just for coming around. And on top of saving money on the gift certificates, I've been saving a lot of money on the purchases that I'm buying, because pricing there is neither here nor there. And once they saw that I was for real, they started hitting me with mad service. And you know the way that service works. There's no way Emart is going to be giving me 2 extra strips of samgyeopsal just for coming around. Plus, in the moments where I want to go to a megamart, it's not like I can't. I still have the money. I didn't change all my money. It's just that I don't really need to as much anymore, and I haven't really been going that often. But look, you're free to use your money as you please. And maybe this is too many steps for you, and that's all good, fam. Live your life. But if you're out here watching your money and looking for some quick guaranteed returns, I don't think there's a better option out there. At least, not any legal ones. Alright, that's it for today. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe below, and leave a comment with any questions, thoughts, or death threats that you may have. Come back next time for Secure the Bag Part 2, where I'll be breaking down some basic bank terminology to help you plan for your short and long-term goals. Forget living to survive. Let's thrive.